It broke.
Called over the Kingston.
I can believe that.
Meeting on July 15th. Could everyone please rise and raise the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nice.
Dale.
John, could you please call the roll?
Carolyn Clark. Josh Edwards.
Here.
Tony Gross.
Here.
Mike Marcus. Absent. Glenn Brown.
Here. We have a quorum. Do we have a motion to approve the June 17th City Commission meeting minutes?
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 6 is a motion to approve the June 28th, 2021 public hearing meeting minutes. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. Motion to approve the June 28th, 2021 special called City Commission meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. Motion to approve the July 15th City Commission meeting agenda, though we do have some amendments, as you all can see to this, and they're, I think they've been distributed to you. So we'll have new item E, and item B will be moved to F. So kind of gets wedged in there. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
As amended, sorry.
As amended. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. All right, announcements from commissioners. Carolyn, you have anything?
Great feedback, hearing from people concerning the city needs taking care of this mowings and parks and everything looks great.
I do not. Well, I'm just gonna say it's so good to see so many
Yeah.
friends here that I haven't seen in this room for a really long time. Some of you live across the street from me and I haven't even seen you for, it feels like a year here. I see your wife all the time, but not you. She's always out. All right, we can move on then to community input and concerns. Would anyone like to, if you'd like to come address the commission, just step up to the podium, state your name and address, and I think we all know why everyone's here, so I don't guess you're here to address us. All right. Department reports.
I've got a couple of things, Mr. Mayor, if you don't mind. Much of this, and I think most of this, I've already passed on to the board, but just to get out in the meeting. We continue to have weekly calls with FEMA, and we're supplying them documentation for their support with damage from our March flooding event. So they'll help us with those damages as well as future remediation of the impacted areas that we've had. So that's an ongoing process. Probably will be for the next several months. TDOT has updated their schedule for the South Harpeth Road Bridge over Brush Creek, and they now anticipate scheduling to have that out for construction bids in October of this year. TDOT's also approved the updated bid packages for both our multimodal and safe routes to school grants. So we'll work with Collier Engineering to get both of those projects rebid just as quickly as possible and advertised very, very soon. And then we just received an initial draft yesterday for the SR 249's corridor study. City Planner Armstrong and I will meet on Tuesday to review that initial draft and provide any other comments or edits that we can like back to TDOT and our contractor on that study, and we'll keep you guys posted as that progresses as well.
Thank you. Mark Brooke. Okay, we can move on to unfinished business then. We have item A is a motion to approve donations to the town of Kingston Springs to be used towards onboarding a new K-9 officer. These are the last new donations we approved.
Right. We just need the last, I think it's 2, maybe 3 in there.
If we could approve as a list like we did last month? If we could approve as a list like we did last month?
Okay, perfect. So do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passes. All right, new business. Item A is Janet Walker, our Library Director.
Thank you. Yes, I'm sure not everybody's here to see me, saw me on the agenda, but come on.
Come on in. We saved the seats right up front.
Church. As we said, church if you like, yes, in the front row.
This is actually my fault, because I told Ed about 30 minutes ago this was happening.
Well, I'm happy the gurus are here, but I just wanted to take this opportunity because we're just beginning a new fiscal year, and I'm gonna get emotional. And it's kind of new beginnings for all of us at the library. So I kind of wanted to catch everybody up. I'm in our Tales and Tales summer reading program t-shirt because today we have Lisa Spencer from Channel 4 Weather, and she's just a great friend of the library, and this is like her fourth visit out. She came and we've been talking about animals. So we've averaged anywhere from 50 to over 90 at our programs. We've been doing them outdoors, but what I'm really excited about is August 9th, we picked the first day of school. We're gonna start fresh, but we're back to all of our regular hours at the library. And for our library, that's 49 and a half hours per week. So we're very excited about that. We should be able to be fully staffed by then. And we have a first coming up on August 24th. We're having a Remembering the Badges blood drive. And those are happening all around Cheatham County, but actually across the nation. And it's a way to honor our first responders, especially in memory of those that lost their lives in 9/11. And we celebrate that 20th anniversary this year. So we've got a whole generation that has no memory of it. And so it's kind of an interesting thing for those of us that remember it like it was yesterday. So this is one way that we're excited to be encouraging our community to come out and help support that. So that can be signed up through the American Red Cross and just put in your zip code, and you can find the library's date on the 24th. And things are beginning to be, back to normal at the library. We're excited to welcome Al-Anon back. They always used our facility one night a week, and so we're happy for that to be happening again. And I'm just so thankful to be on this side of everything and to see that we're beginning, to find that, albeit a new normal, I suppose, but back to normal. So one thing that we appreciate, and believe me, I talk to librarians from across the state, and the relationship that our library has with the town of Kingston Springs is quite unique. And the support that we get from y'all is exemplary. So I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we're just really excited to get our little log cabin library back up and, having all the numbers of people in that we've had before. And it's not about numbers, but on paper, that's all we have to really show. So that's what we're excited about. So thank you again. Thank you for supporting us every year for our budget. That adds to what the county gives us. And so I do have something. I've come bearing. It's not food. I haven't started with that yet, but I have a very elegant pen for everyone, just in case you need one. You are so welcome. Well, thank you. This is just something to remember us by. And, there is nothing in, I think, Kingston Springs. We're all, interconnected, and I'm so thankful to be here on the night that Dale is.
Are we allowed to accept them?
Oh, yes, it's not right. I would feel better. I would have made something if I was to do that. You're welcome. But it's just a little way of me saying thank you to y'all and thank you to our community. So, any questions? We can talk, can't we, since I'm not.
Yeah, you're on the
Yes.
agenda, so you are. We are free to talk if anyone has any questions.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a great
All
job.
right, well,
Thank you.
come
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
see us, yes. We won't say we're closed, you know, through the glass. But we have been doing porch pickup, and I will say that that's something that might not go away.
That's great.
Some of the things that we've implemented during the pandemic will probably continue on. And it's just something, especially we've had, you know, families with medically challenged children especially that had to be extremely careful. And they would just send emails with, we love books about, and then, you know, just, we love everything you pick for us. So I would just send them away with a stack of books. So it's been fun. But thank you, everybody.
Tell your mother happy birthday from the Kingston Springs Board of Commissioners.
Oh.
I just remember, right? That was yesterday.
My precious mother just turned 89 yesterday, 89 years young. She is moving from where she's lived for 80 years, not in the exact same spot, but the town, to Nashville. Next, in fact, in just the first week of August. So she will be a fixture at the library, I am sure. So thank
Thank
you.
you. All right, item B is a motion to approve write-off of uncollected sewer debts of $997.33.
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. All right, item C is a motion to approve resolution 21-007 establishing a 3% sewer fee increase. Everybody's favorite topic.
We got everybody here for this one.
All right, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Yeah, John, could you call the roll?
Carolyn Clark,
Yes.
Tony Gross,
Yes.
Josh Adderley,
Yes.
Carolyn Clark, I'm sorry, Glenn Remick,
Yes.
Mike Farkas is absent.
Motion passes. Item, all right, now I've got it, okay, I gotta switch over to my other sheet of paper. Item D is a motion to amend the Kingston Springs 2021-2022 budget to accept state Tennessee local government recovery and rebuilding direct appropriations grant in the amount of $44,836.
So the state of Tennessee passed as part of their budget and local government recovery and rebuilding direct appropriations grant. The town of Kingston Springs received $44,836. We discussed the possibility of these funds being received during our budget workshop, and just recently received this allocation from the state. So this motion amends the current budget to show receipt of these state funds.
Motion to approve.
A second?
Second.
Don, call the roll.
Carolyn Clark,
Yes.
Tony Gross,
Yes.
Glenn Remick,
Yes.
Josh Adderley,
Yes.
Mike Farkas is absent.
Motion passes. And then item E is a motion to amend the 2021-2022 budget to allocate expenditure of Tennessee local government recovery and rebuilding direct appropriation grant fund of $20,000 for upgrade of local government software and $15,000 for 2 thermal fire cameras, $5,000 for police department backup weapons, and $4,836 for capital maintenance.
So just as we received approval to receive these funds, we need approval then to direction on how to spend them. So there were specific parameters from the state on what these funds could be used for. Categories included public safety, street projects, capital maintenance, which would be building improvements of a certain type, utility upgrades, and IT hardware upgrades. We had initially discussed some of these and the use of this funds during our budget workshop as we had anticipated receiving this revenue. Staff revisited those needs over the last couple of days. And many of the items that were on the list that we initially discussed in the workshop were big ticket items. We felt that rather than using or allocating this funding towards some of those big ticket items, there were some items that we could get immediately that we felt were the best use of these funds and would have an immediate impact on the departments that they service. So the items listed in the motion are items that indeed are approved in those categories. We feel that from staff, this is the best use of those funds.
Motion to approve. Hang on,
I just think-
one second.
I don't remember what the software was.
Yes, well, I was gonna say, do you mind kind of just explaining these, and do we have this, is this replacing, or? Just kind of a little bit more.
On the thermal camera, we have one, and you really are supposed to have one for each engine. The one that we have is probably 12 to 15 years old, so it will be, we'll still use that on the third out engine, but that'll give us two new ones on the first and second out.
I'm sure they're better.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the technology's changed so much, it's like that. And when we first bought one, I think they were about $15,000 each. So they couldn't, you know, the technology's much better, the price is much lower, so I think that'd be a big improvement for us.
Carolyn, you got a question about what the government software?
Yes.
I believe, this is it's accounting software basically for the county and for the city, and I assume you're wanting to go, because we've been using the version from a long time ago, for a long time.
So we use, I'm sorry, I don't use it on a day-to-day basis, these ladies do, but I can give you just a general overview and let them give you specifics. But the local government software we use now is NextGen. FlexGen that we've used for many, many years. For local government has indicated that, at least over the last 3 years, that NextGen is the newest version of that has been out on the street for year and a half, going on 2 years now. That just like your, just as an example, your Microsoft operating system, when they release Office or Microsoft 10, then they stop support for XP or Microsoft 7. So the current software we use, local government will cease service and updates on very soon. So they had requested the last couple of years that we upgrade. We've been putting it off, but felt this was a good opportunity since we were going to have to eventually. This was a good opportunity to do. So you guys have more specifics that.
Is it a one-time spend or a 3-year license?
It's both. The funding that we use and would allocate from this state grant can only be used for one-time spending. So it would be the one-time spend of, I believe the software itself is probably going to be somewhere around $17,000. That would allow us then for a couple extra printers that we would need to purchase to upgrade to go along with that software. Right now, local government, we spend a little over. There's a monthly annual allocation for that we spend. The new software will include that moving forward, and actually will probably increase about $1,000 a year.
Any additional questions? All right, do have a motion to amend the Kingston Springs 2020?
Motion to amend.
Second.
John, call the roll.
Carolyn Clark,
Yes.
Tony Gross,
Yes.
Glenn Remick,
Yes.
Josh Etherly,
Yes.
Mike Hargis is absent.
All right, motion passes. All right, and then on to item F is a motion to approve resolution 20-008, recognition of Dale Graham. I think everybody has a chance to read the resolution, and
I think we should read it.
I think I will
Yes,
read it. I will read the
absolutely.
resolution. So, a resolution by the Board of Commissioners of the Town of Kingston Springs, Tennessee, recognizing Dale Graham for outstanding community service. Whereas the Town of Kingston Springs is pleased to recognize one of its community members for outstanding service, and whereas Ms. Dale Graham has devoted her time, energies, and efforts to the Town of Kingston Springs through her years of service with the South Cheatham Advocate newspaper, and whereas Ms. Graham has worked tirelessly and focused her energies to support the community by reporting local politics, sports, and community happenings, as well as assisting with fundraising efforts and community involvement with the town and local schools, and whereas the Board of Commissioners of the Town of Kingston Springs would like to wish Ms. Dale Graham a happy retirement, and further would like to recognize her for her achievements in making Kingston Springs a greater community and a better place to live. Now therefore, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of the Town of Kingston Springs, Tennessee, meeting in their regular session this 15th day of July 2021, does hereby recognize Ms. Dale Graham for outstanding dedication and community service. Do we have a motion to approve resolution 21-008?
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. I believe, well,
Maybe-
I think
maybe
we
after.
can can present you with this after we can adjourn the meeting, and then I believe we have refreshments, and Representative Littleton also has more. So. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
So I want to say too, Dale started, she was a dugout mom for me back in the day, and Mr. Lewis started that, and it's funny, that was before Facebook. Dale was the Facebook of Kingston Springs, and for those of us that were around during that time, she chronicled our lives. That's what we grew up to, and we have her to thank for that. We have a lot of pictures from all of us in town that we all look a lot younger. And, I can't thank
Yes,
her
we do.
enough, from bringing Gatorade and Twinkies to taking pictures at every ball game and being more places than I could. Everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else like that? Just some words for. Yeah.
We appreciate you, thank you.
Thank you. Y'all too.
I was gonna say that, I told you earlier, there hasn't been one person that I haven't run into at the farmer's market in these last 2-3 months and haven't said, I miss the advocate, I miss the advocate. So, you were truly a presence and made such a difference.
Thank you.
All right, well, actually, I guess, I'm not sure how we should do this. I guess we should adjourn the meeting, and then Representative Littleton, and you come up after that, and then Dale, can you come up and we can get some pictures, and Representative Littleton, can you present her with her? That'd be excellent. All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.